With the release of Street Fighter 6, Capcom has made a deliberate attempt to help beginners improve by providing a number of useful in-game tools. But what exactly are these tools and which ones should you be using? Well, this is where I come in. What's up everyone, my name is Narakami. As a competitive Street Fighter player, I find that it can be difficult for a beginner to improve in a new fighting game. So in this video, I want to talk about the 5 in-game tools that a beginner should be using in Street Fighter 6. But before I get started with the video, I want to start this video off with the question of the day. What is your favorite thing so far about Street Fighter 6? Why don't you guys comment that down below in the comments. Starting off with the first tool that you should be using, and that is the character guide. In Street Fighter 6, Capcom has created a guide for each character in the game. It's one of the most welcoming features of this title because you're able to get a surface level overview of a character through it. Each guide is broken down into 4 parts, and they are basic info, special moves, super arts, and strategy. The basic info portion of the guide gives you a base level look at the character's tools and the range that the character is most effective at playing. The special move portion of the guide covers each special move for each character and how to do these special moves and the properties of these special moves. The super art portion of the guide is essentially same as the special move portion of the guide for the character's super arts, and the strategy portion of the guide is broken down into 2 parts, which is fundamentals and advanced strategies for the characters, with the fundamentals showing you a number of different things such as what tools you should be using in neutral with the characters anti-airs, and the defensive options for the characters, while the advanced portion of the guide gives you some strategies that you can use for your character. With all this information at your disposal, you're able to get a basic strategy of how to play the character, which you can then use in online matches all within the game. The next tool that I recommend you use is the combo trial. After learning the basics of a character through the character guide, you're going to need a way to do bigger damage, and this is where the combo trials come in. The combo trials are broken into 3 sections: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Now you could just walk through all the characters' combo trials and be fine, but I think there's a better way to use the combo trial, and that is in conjunction with the tools that the character guide tells you to use. An example of this I can show you by using one of the characters that I'm currently learning in Lily. In the fundamental 1 portion of the Lily guide, I noticed that Capcom recommends that I use mediums and heavies when playing neutral. So what I would then do is look for a combo trial based on the tools that they recommended. And one of the combo trials that fits this criteria is Lily's intermediate 5 combo. Now going to the combo trial, I noticed that this one's going to work out even more perfectly because as you can see that this is a combo trial for a punish counter for stand heavy punch. And if we refer back to the guide earlier, Capcom wants me to use stand heavy punch in a way that is going to net me a punish counter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this combo committed to my muscle memory by doing it over and over again until it becomes second nature, and then I'm able to eventually translate this into a match. Now the third thing you guys should be using is a simple training mode setting. When playing in a match of Street Fighter 6, do you guys find yourself struggling with anti-airs or even reacting to the most hated mechanic in all of Street Fighter 6, drive impact? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Well, don't worry, Capcom has got you covered. If you go to the training mode's pause menu and scroll over to the simple training mode setting, there are a number of options that I can click on that will auto-config the training mode. So if I'm weak to drive impact, I can click on the drive impact defense and it will set up the training mode with a configuration to help me practice reacting to drive impact. And I can sit here and practice reacting to drive impact until I feel like I got it down. Once I got that down, I can move on to using one of the other settings to practice another area I'm weak at, such as anti-air. So what I'm going to do is click on the anti-air practice, and it's going to do the exact same thing but for anti-air, and I can sit there and practice over and over again until I can fix this hole in my game. Now the fourth thing I'm going to be recommending is the beginner lobby. In Street Fighter 5, it was very hard to find people that were on your level unless you went to some type of forum like Reddit and asked for beginners there. But Street Fighter 6 has mitigated this by creating a number of lobbies just specifically for beginners. To access these lobbies, simply just go to the Battle Hub, select your region servers, and scroll down, and down.
A few moments later,
until you finally get to these lobbies with these weird looking symbols. These lobbies with these symbols are designated as the beginners one. So if I click on this lobby, the game is going to tell me that I don't meet the criteria to join this despite me not playing any rank so far. So this is a space where you can congregate with other beginners and play them without the fear of having some pro smurfing and ruining your experience. So get in there and play with people that are around your same level until your heart contents. Now on to the final thing that I'm going to recommend for beginners, and that is modern control. Modern controls are a new control scheme introduced to help ease beginners into Street Fighter 6. Modern controls use a simplified 4-button layout of light, medium, heavy, and special, as opposed to the traditional control scheme which uses a traditional 6-button layout. Modern controls also remove characters' moves and gives you the most important moves that a character has, allowing you not to be overwhelmed with the options whenever you learn a character. Another thing that it does is that it removes the execution barrier for special moves. Normally, in order to get a special move like a Hadouken, I would have to do a down forward plus a punch, but with modern controls you can do a Hadouken all with the press of one button. But it does come with the drawback of this special move doing less damage as opposed to doing the traditional input. Now this easy execution also extends to supers as well. You can do them simply by doing a heavy plus a special move, all without having to worry about doing some type of complex motion for my super. Also, just like with the special moves, the damage reduction does happen on the supers whenever you're doing them with this method. So those are the top 5 tools that I recommend that you should be using as a beginner. Capcom has taken special care to create tools to cater to you guys. So I encourage you guys to take advantage of these tools and use them in your Street Fighter journey. Now, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it and also subscribe to the channel. So with that being said, I'm out of here. So until then, I will see you guys out on the battlefield.